Was
Sherry.
Man, that was jazzy. I feel like I'm
that
in New Orleans or
I know.
is
Memphis
called the
or
Bourbon
yes.
Street Boogie,
Okay.
and it was written and performed by my friend Julian Primo, who's a
Oh.
local musician here. And when I first time I heard the song, I messaged him and said, Julian, please, 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 can I use that song on my show? He's like, sure you can, and I'm like, oh, thank you,
All right.
because
Yeah.
was just the right flavor that I was looking for. So,
Yes.
and it's a great little song. I mean, there's
It
words
is.
to it and everything. You have to play the whole thing. I just
Mhm.
took the very
Yeah.
beginning part where it's mostly just music. And but yeah, so I felt really good. It's kind of a toss up between Cajun and Zydeco. It's a good mix. It's
Yeah.
more just Mardi Gras music. He wrote it for
Yeah.
Dr. John, and his people never connected with Dr. John's people to get the song to him. And after a while, he decided, well, screw it, I'll just do it myself. So I'm like,
Well,
well, I'm glad because Dr. John sure as hell wouldn't give me permission to use it.
the nerve.
I know it.
Oh, I'm telling you. So, how is everyone doing? I'm slowly getting better.
Good.
Saw my regular doctor today, who's like, "You should be well by now. We're changing out your meds." So I got a whole new round of antibiotics to take,
Oh,
and
Okay.
that's a lot stronger than what they gave me at the walk-in clinic. So
yeah.
hopefully this will be gone by next week.
Oh
Fingers
yeah.
crossed.
Always
Uh,
hope.
Hmm.
Always
that's
hope.
it. What about you, Marina? How have you been doing?
Not too
Anything?
bad at all. Thank you. It's still cold. I, you know, I've resigned to the fact that this is the weather that you get up here in Canada, right? That's just the way that
Yeah.
it is.
Yep.
Um, but we've had such a long stretch of cold weather that it's like,
Mhm.
oh, please, just send in one of those Chinooks just for a week or two to give everyone a chance to, um, to kind of recover and for some of the snow to go away and the side streets
Mhm.
to get a little cleaner. And then if you want to dump more snow on us, fine. But so apparently it is supposed to get warmer in the next few days. We'll see. I'll believe it
Yeah.
when I see it.
Oh, we're going the opposite
Absolutely.
direction.
Yeah.
We've dropped about 40 degrees since yesterday, and it's just getting colder.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
Yeah.
they said, but
yeah.
no snow this time. Everybody's like, damn it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Alice? How
Well, I'm
are
doing fine.
things?
It's 51 here. We're getting an early spring, they told us.
Oh,
So I
wow.
feel bad for Marina and for Jackie Makovec, who's in Manitoba, and it's cold
Yes.
there. Yes, yes, yes. So,
Yeah.
I used to live in New Hampshire, so it probably wasn't as cold as Canada, but that was cold enough for me. So I'm
We'll see.
sending you a warm down comforter so that you can
Oh,
wrap up and
oh
feel.
man.
Yeah.
I I
What
sit
about
with
you,
an
Val?
electric blanket. It's cold here. I have to say, our artist Liz is asking if you can turn your volume, Sherry,
I
up just
did.
a
I
smidge.
just turned it up.
Oh, good. You're perfect. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm freezing. I sit down in my recliner with an electric blanket. That's how I
Yeah.
live. I go to
Yeah.
bed. I have an electric blanket I turn on. My
But
husband has a dual control, so he doesn't have to fry while I'm turning mine up really high. Um, yeah. That's,
I don't have an electric blanket, but I have a really long heating pad that goes at the foot of my bed.
yeah.
About an hour
Yes.
before I go to bed, I put it in the bed and I turn it
Yeah.
on.
Good
That way,
thing.
yes.
my
Yeah.
when I get in the bed, my feet hit roasty toasty warm. I'm like,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. I have to tell you, my parents had a bed warmer that they just used to get. They put it on the wall because we didn't use it. But what you would do is you put all of the coals from your fireplace in there,
Yeah.
and then
Yes.
put it in your bed before you go to bed to warm it up. And that's so cool when you
It
think
is.
about
Yeah.
it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
It
Make
is.
damn sure you don't leave any hot coals behind
Yes.
and burn your
Mhm.
bed down because that did
Mhm.
Yeah.
happen. Where people
Mhm.
would catch on
You're right.
fire because They didn't move it too fast enough or whatever. I don't know how that's done, but
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember seeing some movie where they were doing it in the movie because it was like back in the old times, you know.
mhm.
Yes.
And I remember watching it and thinking to myself, well, she better wait until she's through passing that thing before she tries to get into bed. You know, the
Yes.
the lady of the manor that was waiting for her bed to be warmed. Because I kept thinking that would be one hell of a way to get even with somebody if you're mad at them.
Wow.
Stick that thing up under the bed.
Yep.
'Cause my brain goes to weird places. I can't
Yeah.
help it.
That's okay. Oh
I was born this way.
Lord. Oh, Allie.
But
Hmm.
Cash Patel confirmed.
uh, of course, of course.
Yeah.
I don't even.
I know. Every day it's more trauma. We've all aged
Yeah.
about 25 years, I think.
No, not me.
Not Val. Val's being smart. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it made me lose 17 pounds, so I guess I can't bitch too much. I mean,
Well, now you got a good side effect. Yeah.
Because you just have to realize you're going to see some stuff that you're not going to believe. You're
Yeah.
going to see some stuff that defy logic.
Logic. Yeah.
You're going to see, and just let it be a drama, let it be a play, let it be a story. Detach yourself from all of that, even if you watch
right?
it. Don't, just
Yeah.
say, oh, that's interesting. Wow, look at what they're doing. Just play the neutral role while you're paying attention and go, wow, look at what they're doing. Oh,
Isn't that something else?
isn't that something else?
And
And,
we knew this. We were saying this last year, that when things start to fall apart, that we are going to be shocked about some of the things we're going to learn.
Right.
We're going to be absolutely shocked about some of the things that happen and come out. So, I mean, we can all react to, oh, Jesus. But at the same time,
if we're reacting, we're feeding their energy in that way. So,
That's true.
you have to say to yourself, oh, I'm stepping up to what they want me to do. They want me to be all thrown off base. They want me to be all off center. And
we can just walk around like this. Oh, you're pulling me off center again. Oops.
Yes.
At the end of the day, the government isn't going to control you. You are going to be you are a sovereign being, and you get to call your shots for everything. And I don't believe after this whole thing is over, however long that takes, whether it's the 4 years or what, but when it's over, we aren't going to let things fall apart. We're going to come in and put things back together in a better way, even than before.
Oh, yes. That's true.
That's what I'm holding tight to, is the fact that, okay, we're going to be drugged through hell and back. It's going to be horrible, but when it's all said and done, we'll see what needs to be fixed, what needs to be strengthened, what needs to be gotten rid of, and we will fix it. And
Absolutely. I have perfect faith that all of this is going to occur. So
yes, because it all has to fall apart in order to be put back right. Because up until now, we've been able to identify only a few of the key players, the ones that are very visible. It's the invisible ones. It's the ones that are behind the scenes that, are like the little cockroaches, right? We need to find
Get
them.
out the flashlight, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They hide in the dark, just like cockroaches.
Exactly. So going
when you
through
shine the
all
light,
this,
they all scurry away.
And
So
they
you can't
scurry.
find them.
They don't want the spotlight.
So they
And
they
they're
need
they're
to
the biggest ones
self-identify.
to come out with, oh my God, I can't believe he did that. It's like, yeah, right. Why are you
Yeah,
writing
Believe it, and
why are
no,
you writing
you're
his
going to
opinion
see.
for him?
Yeah, we're going to see some crazy ASS things. Like, just so you know it.
It's a cat, the money sign, money.
Yes, money. Totally.
Just be nonplussed by everything, because it's going to be crazy things. You know,
Yeah,
whatever.
I've found myself a couple of times now when somebody has come up at work and said something about, "Oh my God, I can't believe he did that, da, 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 da." And I said, "Yeah, well, some of us were warning everyone that a year ago.
Yes.
I guess we
8
I
were."
would
years
just
ago.
And
smile
I'll
and
just leave it
say,
at that. It's just
I
like,
wouldn't say that. I would smile and say, yeah, look at that. Hmm.
Yeah.
And just leave it at that. Well, yeah, look at what he did. And I go about my
Oh,
business.
the Powerball ticket is 195 million tonight. Maybe
Oh,
that's what we all need
oh,
to
Yes.
I
buy
don't
our
have a
own
ticket.
country.
buy our
Yes.
own country.
Yeah.
Either that or we're going to, I hope Canada doesn't close its borders to us.
I know. I know.
No.
We're still hoping that everything's okay.
Because Mexico done moved their troops to the border
Yeah.
on their side. So it's
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah, y'all try to make a mad dash across the Rio Grande and see what happens.
Yeah.
You're going to hit the Mexican army because she done
Yes,
put
you
them
are.
down there.
Yeah.
She's like, we're not playing this nonsense.
No,
Exactly.
no.
So,
Yeah, exactly. I got to tell you, we had on the 15th, which was just last Saturday, it
Mm.
was Flag Day in Canada. And I could not tell you how many Canadian flags I saw flying from homes that have never,
Yeah.
ever flown anything before.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Little Canadian
people staking their
solidarity.
claim and
Yeah.
making their
Yeah.
mark, you know?
Yep. It usually happens when we have like 9/11. You saw all the
Yes.
American flags
Yeah.
come out.
Yes.
You couldn't
There's just
buy a
something
flag
about it.
anywhere in the country. They were
Yeah.
sold out in like a day,
Yes.
you know?
Yep.
Yeah, you tend to appreciate
You do.
things. You appreciate your country more and appreciate
Yes.
everything you have when things happen to kind of
Yeah.
try and tear things apart or
Yep.
shift things. So
Yep.
yeah, I think
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So, looking.
Well, okay, well,
See,
this
what was
wasn't the
breaking-
topic for tonight.
No,
We
it's
just
not
kind
the
of got
topic.
off on a
Sorry about all that. Yeah.
wild rant. Way back at the beginning when we first started this show, one of the shows we did was what are your favorite oracle or tarot cards that you use? And I started thinking about it and I thought, we haven't really covered that topic in that way since then. And I thought, and there's been a lot of really cool decks that have come out since
Yes.
then.
Mhm.
So I thought, well, let's maybe highlight a few because I know I got a few that were actually older decks that I got that I really, really fell in love with because I finally got a copy of them. And then there
Yeah.
was several of the newer decks that I got that I really loved. Um, so, who would like to start first, Val or Marina?
yeah, okay, I can start. So I
Okay.
just want to say this is one of my main go-tos, this Gateway of Light
Mhm.
Activation Oracle by Carl Gray. Kyle Gray, rather, Kyle, Kyle Gray. Love this deck, and I'll tell you why. Because when you're looking at somebody's energy and you're doing a reading for them in the chat, and you're getting hits on what their downloads are, on what the energy is coming in for them, this deck really picks it up and tells you, like, here is inner earth. This is your base chakra, your root chakra, strength and security, laying foundations, that connection to inner earth. And you can really go into the depth of that for that person, what that's all about for them. It's going to be different for everyone. But also, like, it can tell you order of Melchizedek, who you're working with and for. And who was Melchizedek? Archangel Metatron has been
Mhm.
all these different roles, and one of them is Melchizedek. So that is very high vibrational energy. It's a whole mission. And there is an Archangel Melchizedek, by the way, as well,
Yes.
or that kind of energy. So the Gateway of Light is great to see energetically what is happening with someone, what's coming in, Hather light codes. all that information, full system upgrade, power recall. I love to go to these to get the flavor of the highest vibration of information that's coming in. Somebody may ask, well, am I going to move in 2 weeks? Or, but really, I like to see what their energy's doing. So
Yeah.
then the other deck that I really love is Allie is the one who turned me on to this one. What We've Forgotten Oracle deck. And I always, to me, it's, yeah, exactly.
That's what
And what
mine
is
too,
it?
yeah.
To me, it's Who Are You Oracle deck.
Yeah, it is.
It's this is who you are Oracle deck. So when I look into these, there's no favorites inside of them. I love all of the messages I get. But when I go to these, it's the same thing. It's like a companion to the Gateway of Light, because you might get power place that this person that you're reading is sitting in this amazing energy of really feeling their connection to their soul and their divine source energy. That is that main thing. And you can really go off with this depending on all the other cards that someone has coming in. And they may have something like cleansing. And it, not just for them, but it may be something they're coming in to do with others. It may be a gift that they're bringing in. These cards are about your gifts you're bringing in, your role while you're here, and to remind you to
your
give
potentiality as well, don't you think?
yes, your potentiality. And here, for instance, is offerings to remind you to go into nature and leave your gratitude, leave, something, of your essence in that connection, that love you have for nature. That's the elemental kingdom. And initiation, you're being initiated into another level of awareness, of understanding. And all this is happening all the time to us, especially in 2025. And that's why I love these so much.
Beautiful.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
And Miss Alice, how about you?
I've got a couple, and one of them I haven't really worked with, but I love already, and it's called the Divine Gypsy Mother.
Ooh.
And this comes out of England and comes with a beautiful, cloth-bound book.
Wow.
And it's a 19th century or 20. No, it's not 20th century. It's an older deck, like for fortune telling, that kind of thing. But and the cards are little, like in the, but they're really cute. I like here's the judge, for instance. So you got the judge. And I love this falseness, and it's got a little kitty cat with a mask on the ground.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. So, I'm looking forward to getting more involved in learning more about it. I had been using another deck that I stopped using after about 6 months because I would do a reading a day and then see what was coming up more and more each week. But it was time to pick something new. So that's what I did. The other one that I have that Diana turned me on to is a really, and you've seen it. I know you guys have seen it. It is, I think it's Uncle Wiggily, and it's from the 40s. And it's this bunny with the top hat,
Yeah.
If you look at it, you'll see the old imagery. Like this one is Rest. And it's just a little bunny. He's got his pajamas on. Doesn't it look like the 40s and the early 50s?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But why I like them, there's one word on everyone. Like here's one, restraint,
Yes.
And so when somebody asks a question like, am I going to be moving? I might say, maybe I pulled rest first. And I'll say, well, you really need to take a rest and get yourself clear with what you have to do. So show some restraint and spend some time contemplating what it is you want. But these are found from a website called Duck Soup, and he prints on demand. And he's also got the Wizard of Oz. I got the little ones, the little Wizard of Oz. They're a little expensive, but I think it's because he prints, for people that want it. But he's got some really, really cool decks there that you won't see anywhere else. So if you're interested in that. The only other one that I got recently that I'm enjoying is called the Luminescent Oracle.
Oh,
And this one's got some beautiful images. Like, here's one for a new start. Isn't it beautiful?
Oh,
I mean,
Oh, I
yeah.
like that.
you know, the art that some of these people do just blows my mind. It really does.
Yes.
Here's one, letting go, and she's holding on to a beautiful, yeah.
Mhm.
I like this one too, which is we've been pulling this card a lot in readings that I've been on, sanctuary. And I think that all of us are being reminded that we need to have our own sanctuary,
Yeah.
you know,
Absolutely.
to combat the things from the outside coming in. Anyway, I just, yeah, there's just a couple of them, but there
Those are
were
great.
cards I didn't have, you know, I've only gotten recently.
They're cute.
Yeah.
I like those.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
Miss Marina, what about you?
Well, the one that I kind of have been going to a lot, especially with the Oracle, is the Intuitive Whispers Oracle.
Yes.
Ooh.
I love
And-
that deck.
Yeah, and it seems very fitting for a lot of things. So I do really like the deck. Yeah. What do we got here? One next step, right? Don't
Yeah,
give
that's
up.
great.
Oh,
You have
pretty.
no idea how close you are to
Uh-huh.
what it is that you're trying to give up. So just remember, one next step, right? This one, the power of silence, and I love the
Yeah.
colors, and I
Oh, the
love
colors, yeah.
the imagery and the depth of colors that are in the deck, right? But yeah, it's I do use that one a lot.
Mhm.
I also like the What We Have Forgotten deck.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one is close at hand. If I ever need to reach it, there it is. It's close
Yep.
at hand.
It's a nice
And-
deck. Yeah.
It is. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
finding that a lot of the I'm resonating with a lot more of the Oracle decks, the new Oracle decks.
They have
Um,
changed. They
yes.
have changed. And the art is much more beautiful. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you
Absolutely.
get really stylized or kind of Picasso type,
Mhm.
Yes.
make believe. And then you have other people that use the digital art that they make up,
Yeah.
their stuff. It's really mind blowing. Some of the artwork that you see on these decks. It's
I know it, and I'm always fascinated because they're, especially when you have a chance to go through the guidebook and just kind of read on some of the cards or some of the imagery. There's
Mhm.
a lot more than just a pretty picture.
Yeah.
But I'm one of those people that I will, I get a new deck, I put the guidebook away,
Mhm.
and I
Me
play
too.
with the deck.
Yeah.
And yeah, if I'm ever absolutely totally stumped, I will go to the guidebook and
Mhm.
say, okay, what did they mean? But I want to kind of put my own spin
Mhm.
because I do read intuitively. So I don't want to be
Beholden to someone else's.
yes.
You're
yeah.
reading the energy of your
That's the best
person, your
way,
client,
I
and
think. Yeah.
yeah, that's what I do. And I haven't read. I haven't even read this guidebook
I know.
because I don't want it to hold me back from whatever presents
Yes.
itself in my awareness to say, yeah, I get.
Yeah. I have
now I'll
yeah,
read the
a little
guidebooks when I first get them, but that's mainly it's not on each individual card as much as it's just I
The
want to get a
flavor of
general
the.
gist of
Mm.
what the author was trying
Yeah.
to express with this
Yeah.
deck, and am I getting the same messages? Is
Uh-huh.
basically what I do with it.
Yeah. The thing about oracle decks, the reason I went for them first is that tarot tends to have a specific meaning, even though you can pull other meanings out of it, and people do all
Yes.
the time. But I always felt like that held me back. It was
Yeah,
like,
I
oh, I
did
can't
too,
really say
Alan.
what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
first impression of trying to learn tarot is that feeling I can't.
I got to do it right. Yeah.
I'm not paying attention to my intuition. I'm paying attention to, I better look this one up. No,
Yeah.
believe in yourself, trust in yourself. When you see the images and get the feeling, let your intuition talk to you or speak to you while you're connecting to your client and or your whoever you're reading, because when you're all caught up in what a book says, it really takes you away from the intuition and guidance you're getting. Yeah.
Definitely.
I found that.
Absolutely.
Well, I know with the tarot, I started out with tarot, and I was just so intimidated by it all. It was like, I'll never memorize 70 something cards and da 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 da. And I felt I put myself through a lot of pressure, wanting to know exactly what each card meant before I tried to read on it.
Yeah.
And it took me a little while to realize I didn't have to do that. I could just look at the picture and go. And it was about then that I fell into oracle cards, and just that did it was like, oh, that's the ones I'm supposed to be using.
Yeah.
And now I've been flipping back to some of the tarot decks, but now I go for kind of unusual tarot decks, so that they're not the traditional looking. One of my recent, it's called the Fantasy Feline tarot deck, and there's a fantasy dog one too that goes with it.
Okay.
Now I got the cards that are the little bitty pocket size cards, and so it's like with each card, you on the little ones you get the picture,
Oh, cute.
you get the meaning.
Yeah.
Like this one is all kitty cats. It's just
That's cute.
like that's.
But it's only the
cute.
meaning for face up and not reversed.
Both.
Oh, they have
Face up
both.
and
Okay.
reverse.
All right. Yeah.
And
Good.
it's from the same gentleman that I ordered the cards. The Sanctus Concordia deck. And
Right.
he also has the tarot, the terrestrial fauna oracle deck. Now that one, I just plucked a few of my favorite cards out of it. Was like the owl,
Oh, that's cute.
and he does his own artwork.
Oh my
And
gosh.
the
Wow. He's
butterfly,
talented.
and he's very talented. A Black Panther,
Beautiful.
Um, I love sloths.
Oh,
I think they're so
cute.
cute. And then of course tiger. That's one of my spirit animals. So that one really. And then the horse, which that's another of my spirit animals. And of course it's the what we've forgotten. I saw Allie using this,
Yes.
and I was like, where did you get that? And so
Allie
I
gets
managed to
the
get
best.
it.
Allie gets the best cards. I mean, I don't know where
Yes,
she
she
gets
does.
those cards, but
Well,
Yes,
I'm
she
waiting for our
does.
spring deck to show up. So from Hay
Yeah,
House,
yeah. We'll be getting
they're
that
supposed
soon.
to be arriving. But I know with the what we've forgotten,
This
I
is a
think
nice one too, though. The soul
that's
coaching.
my
I like
other one
that
that
one. Oh,
I've got in
yes.
my stack
Yeah.
here. It was
Yeah.
my
Yes.
soul. I love using that one.
Mhm.
It's like this. I
I'm
love
writing
this
these down.
picture
Oh yeah, look
out
at
of
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty.
And
Uh-huh.
just so many. There's the one with the. I just have
Yeah.
a thing
Yeah.
for the big cats. I don't know.
Yep. That's
And
cool.
then of course there's the soul coach.
Yeah,
And I've been
I
using this
just
one a
wrote
lot
that
since
down.
I
Yeah,
got
it's
it.
a really good one. Yeah.
gonna have to
It
get
is.
that one for my birthday.
All right.
Absolutely.
And then a couple
Yeah.
of the older ones that I got that I'd never had before, but
Mhm.
they're older decks that I really liked, was the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. And this
Yeah.
is one of the pocket editions that Hay House makes in the little tin. So it comes in the little metal tin, which protects them. And then this one for like just another one of their
Mhm.
pocket decks they made.
Yeah,
And it's an older deck.
I like it too,
But
and
I
and
like that one a lot for
it really has a lot of good
yes.
detail about what's going on in someone's life down,
Yes.
digging deep into the emotions of what is going on.
What's going
So,
on with them?
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
And so I have the big ones, and then I got the little ones just because it's easier to haul them around.
And
Yeah.
But
easier to shuffle. Sometimes some of these
hmm
decks can get a little big, and
yeah. This is
wow.
big, and it's hard to
mhm.
shuffle.
Yes, yeah,
Half of them end up on the floor when you try to
Yeah, yeah,
just simple shuffle, not even
yeah,
shuffle
yes,
shuffle them.
yeah. Not a
But
real
absolutely.
shuffle, but you
I
slide them
know, and
through. Yeah,
I've been working on trying to catch up on them, doing deck reveals on all my decks where I literally go through every card
yeah.
because I'll get asked a lot if I'm using a deck. Somebody in the chat will ask me, "Oh, that's really nice. Where did you get that? What do the other cards look like?" And it's in that moment you want to just stop what you're doing and just start showing all the cards. And I'm like, I did a deck reveal on that one. You can go back and watch it and see
Yeah.
all the cards because
hmm
there's some decks that I've saw one or two cards that really spoke to me, and then when I got the deck,
You were disappointed, or
it was like nothing.
yeah, you
And
didn't feel the energy from
it
them, and
was
it
no
wasn't.
connection at
Yeah,
all.
Yeah. I have a
And
lot of
and
decks like that.
those I've given
yeah.
away, to
Mhm.
I'll
I
run into
find it really
somebody and
hard,
yeah.
unless, like Sherry's saying, you watch a deck reveal. If you can find a video with the deck reveal, that
Yeah.
is one way to see if you feel connected.
Yeah.
I've stopped buying them if I can't get a deck reveal and watch it because I have so many. Just like you said, Allie, I have so
Mhm.
many that I don't feel that. I,
Mhm.
That connection with, yeah,
yeah,
and invariably, usually within a few months, I'll run across someone
yeah,
that's the deck they're looking for, and
yeah.
I'll just send it to them. I'll give them
Everybody's
your
still saying
address.
they can't hear you, Sherry, but I've tried to tell them that you're still having
Yeah,
throat issues.
I'm
So,
still not talking as
yeah.
loud as I normally do, and my volume is all the way up.
Yeah, don't
Okay.
So
worry
I
about
don't
it,
know.
Sherry. You're,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you,
I do apologize. I
yeah,
realize I'm
yeah, yeah.
probably sound
Mm-mm.
between the growly
Mm-mm.
and
It's
the
your
lower
throat. Yeah.
sound,
It's your
Yeah,
throat.
and yeah, at least I have sound coming out today. 2 days
exactly.
ago, I had no sound coming out, so
Yeah,
That's better. Yeah.
and so that's a little bit better.
hmm
And but
totally.
that's, I mean, unless there's something else y'all want to go.
There was somebody that asked if we like how do we feel about reversals that was in the chat. So I don't know
Oh,
if you want to
okay.
answer that. Yeah.
Sometimes it's very appropriate, I find, when you get a reversal because it's like a neon light going off saying, "Pay attention."
Mhm.
Um, and it's funny how I'll put them all in one direction and I'll shuffle them, and when I go to draw, there'll be a couple that are reversed, and it's like, okay,
Mhm.
now
Let
I
that
know I
happen.
didn't. Yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
how did that happen? I know I had them all one way, um, but I think it just depends on what you're reading on
Yeah.
hmm
yeah.
as
And you don't
to
do them on oracles anyway. They're just you
No,
don't.
no,
Yeah,
no,
they're not
yeah,
set up that
I,
way.
no.
I, I think that's probably why I don't read reversals, and that I just rely on all the cards that I pulled to tell
right,
me
Yes,
what's
Yeah.
happened before, or what's happening
Yeah.
next, and how each card um, relates to the other and tells you, well, this is happening, but there's a little bit of this going on, and you need
yes,
to, look at this and pay attention to
well,
it
it's
or
like the Light
whatever.
Seers deck. Something that
Yeah,
the author of the Light Seers deck
yeah,
wrote was that it didn't matter to her which direction the card was in,
yeah.
and she included a reversal in her little book, that wasn't
Mhm.
really quite a reversal, just like a different side of the
Flavor of
coin to
it,
look
different way
at
to
with
look
it.
at it.
And
Hmm.
she was like, sometimes it's a little of both. And I'm
In
like,
the
yeah, exactly.
and I have a hard time with that deck. For some reason, maybe it's because I don't use it enough. I don't feel connected to it. I don't know why.
I used it a bunch when I first got a
hmm
copy of it,
Yeah.
and then I quit using it after a while, and I don't
Mhm.
use it that often anymore.
Yeah.
But it's every now and again, it's like that's the appropriate deck because
Mhm.
when I'm doing readings, I just rely on spirit to tell me
Yeah,
what deck do
exactly.
I pick.
So, I
You
mean, you
know.
just pick the decks you connect the best to and then
Mhm.
let her fly. And I mean, sure, some people are going to want more of a love relationship kind of reading, and you might pull cards related to that that speak to that, or
Yeah.
loved one passing on, or whatever it may be. But yeah, I just generally go to the same kind of cards. But after a while, it feels like you need to shift it up, right?
Yeah.
Shake it
Yeah.
up.
Change it
Shake it
up.
up a bit.
And
Yeah.
And there have
yeah,
literally been times when I've been in the middle of a reading and I'll pick up the
yeah,
deck to shuffle it, and very loud in my ear, I will
Yeah.
hear wrong deck.
Wrong.
Pick up
Yeah.
Yeah.
the song.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
what deck am I supposed to use?
Or
And
sometimes you pick one from this deck, one from this deck, and
yeah.
one from this
And
deck,
I
and that's
find,
fun.
Allie,
I mean,
those sometimes those are the best readings you could
yeah.
ever do. But you've
yes,
Yeah.
got 10 million cards, stacks
Yes.
of
Yeah.
card,
Yeah. But it's like
everywhere.
out that
they shake each other up and find each other, and yeah. Yeah.
it's
Totally.
really great. I love those. Those are like the
Yeah.
best. Those are the
Yeah.
It was
best.
just like
Yeah,
when you read with other people and you're reading, on
yeah,
the same question or person,
yeah.
and you'll pick a couple of cards, and then the next person, their cards
Yeah,
will
it's like
complement
that.
what your
Oh
cards,
yeah.
and then
Psychic
the
It's
bounce.
next it's
Yeah.
yeah, it's
yeah.
like how they all will just kind of
They intermingle
Yes.
and relate
intermingle with each
beautifully.
other.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really great.
Yeah.
yeah. I love that.
Um,
Totally. And you know what? Since we've been talking about readings, one of the things, we haven't said hello to everyone who's joined us. So
we have
thank
not.
you for
We have.
joining us. And
I,
if you reach out to us, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to all our channels. And if you are interested in booking a reading, a private reading, by all means, reach out, get in touch.
yeah,
We'll send you the details.
I think we all have it posted on our posts page, which used to be community tab, but
Yeah.
now it says
Yeah. Why did
post.
they change that and not tell us?
I
They
don't
just do
know.
things and we find out after.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So there is no more community page. If you're looking for it, it's called Post.
Yeah,
Post. Yeah.
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 yeah,
Yes. So,
And just about all of us have our information there, where you can,
yeah.
or on our homepage,
I
and you
think the
can
more
see
reason why,
websites and
yeah,
emails and that kind of thing.
I think
So,
the reason why they call it posts now is because, and I don't think they used to have this, but it is showing up in the feed for everyone on their iPad or their phone or
Oh.
as
Oh,
as little, in your feed will
snippets.
come all
Yeah.
the channels you're subscribed to who have a little message.
Little message.
So they're
Okay.
calling it posts. So that's cool.
okay.
I
Yeah.
like that. And I like not
That's good.
having to
Yeah.
go to the channel. I like that feed
Yes.
coming up. So I can see Marina's, I can see Allie's, I can see Shari's, whatever notes you're putting up there or shorts or whatever. It's great. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. That's why I like shorts that they
Yeah.
show that, they have kind
Yeah.
of sectioned off because, you may be looking at two or three things what to watch, and then you go scroll down and there's a really cute looking short that, like, oh, let's watch this one instead. It's only a minute long, so I got time.
Yeah.
We should do a
Um,
short with who wants short shorts, and we could.
Yes. Yes.
Oh no,
Oh my goodness.
Allie's frozen.
Uh-oh.
Just,
And I thought I sounded bad. Up there she is. Now she's back.
You're
you
all
got
right.
frozen for a minute. That who wants short shorts kind of like the minute you said that, it's like you froze up.
That's because I haven't used Nair in years.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's
Oh,
face it, folks. Who is really sitting at home doing this when you're in this age bracket?
I haven't shaved my legs
I
in
mean,
so
come
many
on.
years. I can't
Who
even
wants to?
remember. I don't even own a razor anymore. I mean,
Let's
One
face
of the benefits of getting older, yes, is that
is the hair quits growing in certain areas.
Yeah, but
and
it
you
comes
don't
in
worry
other
about it.
places.
it does.
yes,
Instead, it
Yeah,
comes in
it
around
goes
here
one
and
place
under
and
here.
That's right.
comes
Yeah.
another.
I'll be
But
sitting there
we're
going,
talking
what
to the
is this
choir for the most part here.
hair
They
in my
know
mouth?
that.
And then it
Yeah.
dawns on me it's growing out of my lips. So I have to
Yes.
go pluck it. Um,
Uh,
or
Yeah.
I'll be brushing at something on my face that I can see in the mirror, and it's
Whoop, Patrick.
this long hair coming out of my chin. I'm like,
Mhm.
what is that? I mean,
But
I
nobody
know.
tells you. Nobody tells
Yes,
like, what is it?
exactly. Yeah, you
flowing-
discover, and you know it's been there for a long time.
Yeah,
And
it's
it's
this
like,
long, you know?
It's
yeah,
the
yeah,
slowing down of estrogen,
yes,
and then you have more testosterone, and that that is what.
yeah,
Welcome, folks, to menopause and
yes.
post
and beyond.
and beyond.
The joy of being a woman.
The joy of moving into the crone stage. You no longer
Yeah,
have to worry about certain things.
yes,
Uh,
absolutely. And you know what? I am totally, absolutely okay with that. I,
Oh, yeah. It's like, who am I supposed to shave my legs for?
let's just face it. Who wants to anyway? I
Yeah,
mean,
Do that.
just extra trouble.
I peeled the skin
yeah,
off of my shin bones many a time as a young woman, so
yeah,
I preserve my shins now.
But I mean, let's face it though, if I was going to wear shorts and go on vacation to Cancun, yes, I would bite the bullet
yes.
but not as a
Go get it
normal
wet.
thing. I don't do it.
No,
Yeah.
no, because it's not as visible, and it's not
It
as
isn't.
apparent as it used to be. That
It
was,
isn't.
yeah, that's one of the things that I thought, well, you know what, this is a bonus.
It's
Yeah.
a bonus.
One of
There's
the
a
few
good reason.
bonuses
They
you
got to
get
do
for being
something
old.
good for us, you know. They absolutely
Yes,
must. Yes. Yeah.
absolutely. And that, yeah, that's one of them.
Oh, Mary Starshine says Viagra will help your fresh cut flowers
Last
Oh,
last longer.
probably so, because they'll be standing up.
That's right. There'll be a pistol, won't they?
They'll have
Oh,
a
that's
lot
a
of
good one.
vitality.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Wow.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Now I want to know who first thought, I'll put a Viagra in that face. Let's see what happens.
I mean,
And
Okay.
why? You
I
know,
I
why
don't
did they think of that and what made them do it?
Carolyn, Peter shaves
Like,
my legs.
Peter is an all-purpose husband. He's fabulous.
I mean,
yes.
We
that
all
is
need a Peter in our
quite the
life.
dedication, I
I
must say.
know. I know. Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
I don't know that I like anyone
I
that much
do
that I
not.
would let them do that.
I
In
like
fact,
what
I tell
Susie
my
put.
husband, do not come in the shower anywhere near me. Don't no. And if I'm naked, no one gets to see it.
Yes. Yes.
Not even me. I say to him, not even me,
Yes.
because
I
don't
got the
look at
shock
it.
of my life yesterday when I went to have my hair cut and she cut it too short. But I'm looking at the mirror and my mother's looking at me. And I thought, this forum is so good to us. When I went out in the real world, it was like, oh my God, look how old, I look 100. It's amazing. It's
There
amazing.
you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
There
No, but it
you
was just,
go.
but
And
so many wrinkles you
this
can't see.
particular forum is even more wonderful because there's this wonderful little button you can click that
Mhm.
says enhance my appearance. And you can click it like 3 or 4 tries to get stronger and stronger, and it magically lifts away all the wrinkles and
Yeah, the soft focus makes a big
Yes.
difference. It does.
it
Yeah.
does. It
Totally.
really does. You're like, look, I got a smooth forehead.
I
Wow.
know. I know. And they say that, you know, the TV, you know, everybody doesn't look as good, but I think they do. I think they look
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now listen.
Anita, I don't think I've shaved my legs in at least 35 years.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah.
So, you know, we talked about the decks and whatnot, and we all like the Oracle, but do you have a favorite tarot deck?
Oh,
Oh,
Tarot.
I do. I do because she explained it to me and I only use this deck and I don't do reversals. which is Deborah Zako's Clarity.
Yeah, I have that too.
It's
I have
wonderful.
That deck. I
It
love
is
it.
a really good deck.
It is.
But I have
love
to
my
tell
little
you,
fantasy feline deck.
I am
So,
I am a little bit lazy, and I'm going to tell you right now, Easy Tarot,
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Easy Tarot, because what does it have?
It has
Yeah.
the things on the bottom. Yeah.
It's got the whole enchilada on
Yeah.
here.
If I did it, I have one like that too. It's a smaller one. It's in a small box,
Yeah.
and it tells you
Yeah.
the message, and I love it.
I love
that's
this.
like my regular writer date
If
weight
you-
deck is like that. It's
Yeah,
got
because if you're
everything
going
on it.
along and you've been doing oracle readings and blah, 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 you aren't even going to have to think. I mean, you can look at the general
Yeah.
reading, you can understand just from the pictures, but then when you go in and you look, oh, yeah, that's what she's going through, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. And it all makes sense. You hit a key word and it pops out that's it. So
Exactly.
I love those.
Exactly. And sometimes, yes, I read the tarot intuitively and I have a good sense of what each card means. But
Yeah.
sometimes, yes, it's seeing that one keyword
trigger
that
word.
pops out that you go,
Yeah.
oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Besides, yeah, I'm gonna remember 78 meanings.
No, I mean, come on.
And how they go together, and then I'm going to take the time to learn the 78 reversals and how they go together with the reversals and the upright.
And the 10 million different ways they can all come out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, freedom upright. That's it. That's what you get.
That's it.
Oh, I know in the beginning I was, like I said, I was so intimidated that I had to.
Yeah, that's why I
had
never
to
did 'em.
memorize it. I had to know what these,
Yes.
because I would see other readers and they would just sprout, just as cards were drawn. And, oh yeah, that. It took me a while before I realized, well, that card doesn't say that when you look it up. So, and then it took me a little bit to process. Oh, they're just reading it intuitively.
Yeah.
Or by the picture, not by the official meaning.
Yes.
And
Yeah, I have to
sometimes
say,
I still look it up. I've got a cheat sheet that I keep.
I don't look it up.
Blank.
That's why I have these, because I'm too lazy. I just want to tune in and get it right then and there and get it how I get it. And I want to get it right away.
Sheet I made up. And when I get stuck, I'm
too lazy.
Down.
No, that's effort. Oh my gosh. And when you're doing readings or whatever you're doing with people, it's got to flow. That information's got to be flowing.
Yeah.
So, and you don't want to.
Wait a minute, I'll get my book.
Yeah, exactly. Then you'll just get out of the whole flow of it, and they'll get all messed up. Yeah.
Oh, and that
like
was
the
what I was
Housewives
feeling
tarot.
in the beginning that I had.
Oh, that's good too.
I
I
love
have
That's
that
a
one.
fun one.
Yeah, that's cute. That
I got
all
that
I
one,
think of
yeah.
is the devil and devil's food cake.
Yes. Yeah. Or death. The jar of mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Just
Yes. It's a real
Wow.
cute deck. It's a real
absolutely. Yeah. There was somebody was very clever when they put
cute.
that
They
one
were,
together.
and I like it comes in a little tin, and it,
Oh. Not mine, actually. Hold on.
a
Mine came
recipe
in
box.
in a
It comes
recipe
in a
box,
recipe
yeah.
box.
Oh, it does? Oh, that's
Yeah,
cute.
Yes.
It comes, that's it.
Okay.
It comes in a recipe box. Yeah.
I'll
How
show you
adorable.
I'll show you the inside.
Yeah.
Look,
It is
there's
so.
the inside.
It's a recipe box, folks. It's
Yes.
so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just it's adorable.
It's
Absolutely
adorable.
adorable. So
Yeah.
I really, really love it. So
Pretty cute.
Ginny's saying Trishy James has a new deck that's Oracle on one side and Tarot on the other.
Oh,
Wow.
Stardust Shadows Tarot. Oh,
oh,
I'm going to have to check that one out. Yeah.
that is very cool.
Well, I gotta write that down.
Well. Something
Mhm.
else that I might have to.
I know. I'm writing that one down. I mean, anything to make life even easier than that. You just flip them over to do the
Yes, totally.
tarot
Yep.
part.
And,
There you
and
go.
Carolyn
Carolyn's
says,
all hers are dirty. She says, "I love the
yes,
dirty one."
Favorite cards are dirty.
This
yeah,
one, right, Marina? Yeah.
yes.
Visions in the liminal space.
Oh yeah, I love.
We
I
the other
love
night
Rebel
those.
we
deck.
did. Yeah, these are great. The other night we both pulled the same card. I love
Oh
it
my
when that happens.
gosh, I love that.
Yeah,
Those are great cards.
They are.
yes. Yeah, and it's amazing to, after shuffling and talking about, yeah, both of us pull the same card. That's
That
when you know
is
that
Yeah.
the message is boom, done.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, I love
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Oh
that's
my
like
God.
whenever we've used the Listen Bitch deck. You know, how
Oh,
many
yeah,
times have we
that's another good
used
one.
that one and we pull
Yeah.
the same card? You know,
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
it's
another
another
one.
great one. Or the Rebel deck. That's another good one.
That's a
There's
good
Those are,
one.
lots.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I had to put together an Excel spreadsheet to write down all my decks,
Because
and
Oh.
you might keep buying the same. You might buy them over again and not know.
Yeah, I
and
know.
that is the reason that I did that, was because yes, I would go out, I would see a deck, I was, oh, that's fabulous, and
Yeah,
I would,
you thought it was fabulous 2 years ago or 3 years.
exactly.
Yeah,
And it
that's
was like
happened to me too.
I was buying some of the same things, so I thought, oh no, nay.
Yeah.
Except, it doesn't hurt. Like my deck of character.
Mhm.
It's not being sold anymore, I don't think.
No,
And
Oh.
so I bought an extra one, and I'm glad I did, because if I lose it or it gets all yucky, I have a deck. And there's another one that I did the same thing for, and it was an expensive one, but it was one on Etsy that I like, and it's this one that it has the big different words
Oh,
and
yes,
things
yes.
on it, and but I said I'm going to get that before. What if she never has it again? So I get
Yeah.
it, but not normally, like you say. Yeah, we make that mistake and we get something we don't want. We didn't like it the first time,
I can't believe it. And I had to go to the Deca character and see. They really aren't selling them anymore. Aren't we lucky gals that we have our Deca character?
Yeah, we all have
Exactly.
ours.
My
Let me
gosh.
tell you.
Yeah,
I
I know.
love that deck.
I
Me too.
love that
Yes.
deck. I do too. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's great.
it's very nice to work with. I would never use it like for a personal reading. I
Right.
think that's just a
Mhm.
little too
Snarky. It has
much.
some snark
Yeah.
in it. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, to do kind of like fun type readings, or those satirical readings, or little sarcastic readings. Oh, they're perfect.
They're fun.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Sometimes that's
Yeah.
just the ticket you need
Yes.
to seal the deal with somebody when you're reading for them. If you throw one of
Mhm.
those out there and they're like,
Yes.
"Oh my God."
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, you guys, I'm going to have to run out on you. Whatever is in my eye is
You can't
driving
make
me.
Oh,
it.
wow, honey. Do you have
Yeah.
some eye drops like Visine or something? Go
Yes.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Well,
think I'm going to
we're
need
at
to.
53, almost 54 minutes,
Yeah.
so that's close
Yeah.
to an hour,
Yeah.
and my throat's starting to give. So
Sure.
we will
We'll be
wrap
back
it up
next
and
week.
say
We'll be-
goodnight. We will
Yeah.
be back next week.
Val will
and
be in charge. Yeah.
Val will be hosting
All
next
right.
week. So
Thanks,
all
everybody.
go to her channel.
All right.
Everyone.
All right.
Take care,
Y'all
all.
have a great one.
Bye-bye,
Okay.
everybody.
Bye.
See you later.